Lucius Levett Recreation Area. It's a park inside of the city of Savannah, but not only part of the city of Savannah, but part of the Cloverdale neighborhood. Magic Mark Dustin, out with Savannah Police Department's Major DEVONN Adams. Major Adams was brought up in the Cloverdale area, raised most of his life, and this park has been a major part of it. Major Adams' family started out in Fellwood Homes. His mom eventually moved him over there to the Cloverdale neighborhood. They lived on Audubon Drive before she bought a house on Glen Ridge Drive, where she lives at today.
When you're from Cloverdale, that's considered the bottom.
How many years ago are we talking about, just so I
We're
understand?
talking about 50 years ago, man.
So you've been coming to this park right here where we are today, 50 years ago.
50 years ago.
Now, what's the significance? I understand, and I love what you're doing with the Police Athletic League. This is where it all started for you with the Police Athletic League?
This is where it all started. Again, Lucius
Levett.
was police corporal at the time.
Okay.
Again, police officers, just like now, wasn't making a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So he supplemented it by, he was our newspaper guy as well. He threw papers for Savannah Morning News.
Go ahead.
So he saw me one day outside, asked my mom, can I become, a member of PAL? And the rest is
What sports did you play?
Everything.
So
at that time, we were mainly the Police Athletic League.
Okay.
Now we've added, other activities.
Okay.
But back then it was basketball, baseball, and football.
Like for me in Philadelphia, right? The three major sports. I'm just curious, like how many kids would be participating in something like that here?
You're talking about when I came up, we would have 200, 250 kids.
200 to 250 kids.
Yeah. Each age group would have, 2 and 3, teams.
Wow.
You would have Pee Wee League, a midget league, a prep league, and each one of those teams would have 2 teams apiece.
What has changed, looking at it this today, I guess, what has changed from when you were here? Did you have a basketball court? Same
Had
thing?
a basketball court. Of course, the court has been, it's been rejuvenated. It's been done over.
Okay.
What has changed is quite frankly, the activity.
Okay.
The lack of activity, I'll put it.
So I'll tell you what, we're going to take a little tour. I would love for you to just show me around. It's a beautiful complex, and just show me a little, show me around, and let's talk a little bit. Wow, so Major Adams, now this is an amazing story. You started playing here 50 years ago, and now you're the major over the Police Athletic League. What does that mean to you, to be able to come back and hopefully revamp this place and have some fun here with some young kids?
It means a lot. This gentleman right here, he instilled so much into all of us, not just myself. He taught us so many life skills, and he was an example from all of us. Because of Levett, we have a lot of spin-off organizations.
Mr. Levett had pride in his community. He cared about the youth. Horace Magwood, a colleague of Levett, said,
he would stop everything and take the opportunity to talk to young people. To make sure they understood, he would say things like, hey, are you doing well in school? Are you making good grades? Make sure the next time I see you, bring me a copy of your report card.
While walking through the park, Magic Mark, Major DEVONN Adams made the comment, it takes a village to raise a child. It's an African proverb that means an entire community of people must interact with children for those children to grow in a safe and healthy environment.
Community engagement, do you think that this, to be able to have a rapport with kids and have that relationship, an officer and a kid, how does that help?
Well, it helps a lot.
Okay.
Because as you know, these last 3 years have been, pretty rough when it comes to the engagement between the community and law enforcement. So this is an opportunity to reach out to these kids when they're young, and give them hope.
That's awesome. So tell me a little bit about where we are. Where did you guys practice and play games, or?
Well, all this right here is where we will practice.
Okay.
What you're walking toward now is the baseball field, believe it or not.
So you played baseball too?
We played baseball out here.
What position did you play?
I played a hot hot spot.
Oh, you on third base. Go ahead, boy.
Legendary. Johnny
Did you ever get hit? Did you ever get hit in the face with the ball coming up?
If I ever got hit, it was by Coach Harris.
Okay.
Practice, because he would hit that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
That's awesome. So just walking around here, I know we have a lot of memories. I see a lot of homes. Any great stories? Any funny stories you want to share with us?
Yeah. Right here was Miss Williams' house. Her son Ty Williams. We grew up together.
Okay.
Ty dad was a merchant seaman.
Huh.
He played catcher on our baseball team.
Okay.
As you can see, the proximity to her house, and you also can see the back gate to their house.
It had an opening
So
right
back
there.
then, there wasn't a royal restroom
Okay.
and toilets. So when you had to use the restroom, Miss Williams, she loved us that much that she would allow us
that's
to
great.
go to her house to use the restroom during practice or
Okay.
during a game, if we needed to. Around here you had Mrs. Magwood, her son Cedric and I grew up, went to BC together.
Harsmack or no? So
They're related to Harsmack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Magwood stayed there, so we would literally look out his kitchen window and wait till
Everybody
we
came
see
in,
people
people
coming
showed
on
up.
the park, and then we would run through the cut, to come participate.
How? Just looking at where we are now, it looks like a lot needs to be done in order to get it back to how it was when you played here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see? What would you like to see happen with this place?
I would like to see just a rehaul, a rejuvenation, to bring it back to just bring back the rejuvenation of Cloverdale and of the police athletic activity league in Savannah.
What do you think this would do for the community?
I would do great things for the community. Again, I would like to see baseball games being played out here again.
Okay. I even see tennis courts out here. I
We
mean, I
have
didn't
a
realize.
tennis court that.
And you coach tennis out here.
I coach
many
tennis
years
as
ago.
a summer job
Wow.
out here. Again, when you look at it now, it's not even in use.
So
we have a lot of people out here that now go to Forsyth Park.
Tell people look into the camera, tell people what it would mean to you to have this place back to the standard that it was 50 years ago.
It would mean just giving this community opportunity to have hope and the energy that it once had. Give us an opportunity to come back together, bring this community back together, and to continue to build relationships with our kids. The most important thing that we have is our kids. And unfortunately right now, a lot of them are losing hope. And this is a perfect opportunity to bring back a lot of hopelessness to our youth. And I think this is a great place to start. Our vision will, again, to have baseball games played out here, to have families come out here to be able to walk and watch their kids play. My vision, a baseball park out here with food trucks, vendors, a lot of our wraparound social services. Just give people, an opportunity from COVID testing to voter registration to health questions, just to have wraparound services and to bring that to the community, and at the same time to give these kids an opportunity to come out and enjoy each other. It's going to take a collective effort. It's going to take a lot of resources. Again, I have to say I've partnered well so far with Leisure Services, with Mr. Levett and Mr. Etheridge, and I've even spoken with Chief Taffany Young, and they're on board. They understand the dynamics of it, and it's just going to be a process. We're going to take it one step at a time, but fortunately, I'm going to be here to see this vision through.
What would Bo say about you today? If he could be standing right here today, what would he say to you about you now being over Police Athletic League?
Well, it's amazing. I've had conversations. I went down to when he retired down in Florida before I took over this in 2004.
Okay.
I had a conversation with him about what I expected.
Oh, that's awesome.
His advice to me was, first thing he told me, that parenting was different now than when we came up.
Wow.
And that we have to adapt to that. He also mentioned to me the responsibility that came with PAL and coaching kids. The late night phone calls when he called them out children, one of your children is in the hospital. The late night phone calls when, again, you're dealing with a whole lot of different socioeconomic challenges when somebody needs their rent paid.
Wow.
When lights are off, school uniforms,
Just
food on the
telling
table.
this guy was ahead of his time.
Yeah. So, he talked to me about that, and he basically just told me it's much more to PAL than winning championships.
That's a beautiful thing. So when you talk about life skills, and again, I know Bo is smiling. He's smiling, seeing you stand here today, trying to promote this facility. Look into that camera and tell Bo what he can look forward to. What's coming?
Oh, that's my man, Bo. You can look forward to your family and everybody else that's still here being proud of what you created. I'm a product of you, as well as everyone else in this city that's come through youth activities, even up to the point to where you develop so many young men into being athletic officials and baseball umpires. Everybody followed your lead. So again, just get your rest, and we got you from here.
Unfortunately, we lost Mr. Bo Levett in 2018. His Hall of Fame citation reads, "His record and reputation show he succeeded in his dream of building boys rather than repairing men." After his passing, his daughter, Dr. Ann Levett, petitioned to name the recreation area in the Cloverdale Park after him. With splost funds, it came to fruition, and the park was dedicated on July 19, 2019.
Ooh, Major Adams. Hey, listen. Thanks again, brother.
Hey,
what a wonderful time. Hey, guys, if you could wave your magic wand and make it happen, come on. What do you need right now?
We need it all, Magic. I'm just grateful for this opportunity to bring back to Bo Levett Park an opportunity for these kids to come out and just participate. Again, our goal is just to be a part of all the other youth organizations and continue to build our brand in the city of Savannah and give our kids hope.
So what do we need right away? We need some grass. We need some green. We need grass.
The city's working with us with grinding the field. We need fence. And again, that is for baseball season. Our goal is to go from baseball right into football, into soccer, into tennis, into our mentoring program, into our culinary arts program, just everything.
Well, hey, listen, I'm putting all my magic in the hat. Whatever we need to do to make this thing happen, I'm on board, brother. Love you. God bless you, man.